You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the move. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Auburn Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Auburn lines up quickly. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Tempo and overdrive. On second down, looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Wells. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's going to pass. On the move, he fires. And they can't make the connection. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got loose, it was all over. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give to the single back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll run it on the counter. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So instead of having a first down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often. They'll try the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
They want to get this defense on its heels. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. From the 22 on 1st and 10.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
That's caught. It's Wells. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Auburn lines up quickly. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Lindsey. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Handoff to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off play action. quickly complete. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. It's a draw. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll do it himself. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Trying play action. Coming after it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Coming after him deep, and it's blocked.
Man, that guy came flying in off the right-hand side. He was able to easily block that punt. I'll tell you what, when you get blocked punts like that in special teams, those are the plays that can completely change the course of the game.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 10 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down right there. And the Tigers want to move quickly. On second down, just keeps firing. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Jumped on top of the pile. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Going up top on first down. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance. Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. He wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Handoff to the single running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise backing this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback moving. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Now the play fake. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the catch and knocked down. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying to find his man on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now they'll run the draw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Might be looking to run. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. They'll run play action. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Auburn lines up quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Lindsey. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tigers are flying down the field.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Caught behind the line. It's Francis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Meadows. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Meadows. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll go right back to him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's going up top here late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man, and they convert. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws for the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.